The one thing I forgot to do is I forgot to reach out to folks to ask who is doing, hey Mer, welcome on in, who is doing multiplayer, because I haven't yet played multiplayer and I'm curious. And right now with multiplayer, like many games, you can look to join a game or you can host your own game. But I don't know how it works playing multiplayer yet, so I want to see who has it so we can try playing that like off stream. Maybe like a quick voice call or something like that. But we will go in and the timeline, and this is where we saw some actual art, but also just some placeholder art. You know, like, it's coming. Don't worry. It's coming. But they were like, yeah, this is just placeholder art. It's fine. The timeline is where you can see the unlocks. So as you play through, like even this is placeholder. Although, like, honestly, that's pretty good. I'm fine with that. But as you do certain things, you will unlock cards, and those will make those cards available on future runs. Like, that's just badass. That's not placeholder. That's the actual art. That's pretty badass. So I think I have one more character that I have yet to unlock. Oh, no, my bad. There are more characters to unlock. This is a random one. Got it. Okay, so we started with the Ironclad yesterday. They're pretty much the straightforward fighter. The Silent, she starts to use poison, and she is allowed to draw more cards. The Regent is interesting. The Regent actually has energy to play cards, but also has a different currency, stars, that they may need to play some cards. The Necrobinder is a Lich who has a big left hand summoned, and the left hand, it's interesting. It's called Asti. And it absorbs any unblocked damage that you take. So you can have a shield on the Necrobinder, but you can also bump up the hit points of your summon, and they will tank for you as well. They also attack as well. So you have your own attacks, but then you also have Asti who attacks. The Defect, I haven't played in Slay the Spire 2 yet, so we're going to learn this one together. But this is the one that I believe has the channel, like it has the orbs. This one sometimes is harder for me to learn. But, well, now you get to watch me learn and do math in real time, so I apologize for anyone who may have a little math trauma. But let's try the Defect. An automaton eternally modifying itself to survive. Deploys orb technology when it must fight. So, Niao is the mother of resurrection. This is who we encounter every time we start a run. Because it's Niao that, when we die, brings us back towards to slay the Spire. So we get a bit of a boon when we start now. So obtain 2 random relics and add additional strike and defend to your deck. That sounds good. Also a large capsule like the machine. So let's do that. So we get a strike and a defend. And we get an ornamental fan. Whenever you play 3 attacks in a single turn, gain 4 block. And we have a potion belt, so we actually get more potion slots. That's not bad. What I am going to do is... background music can be... Yeah, we're going to actually bring everything up a little bit. I appreciate it starting at 50%. There we go. I think they are probably really tired, especially because they're the ones responsible for bringing us back every time we die. So they might be a little tired. I always go for the random runs and less elites if possible, though this path runs into an elite no matter what. So let's start here. So the Defect, what they do is they channel stuff. Pardon me. Channeling puts an orb into one of these slots. And what happens is the passive is at the end of the turn, things are here and they deal damage to an enemy. Evoke Evoke is when you basically move it, you fill up your slots, and then, so if I filled up these 2 slots and then got another one, then it would deal 8 damage to a random enemy. So right now we have these lightning, this passive thing here, so it just kind of chills. We are facing a fuzzy worm crawler. He's so fuzzy, but they're going to attack us, which I don't like. So let me defend to gain 5 block. Okay, so now they can't hurt us. Let's channel 1 lightning. So now we have 2 of these. So at the end of the turn, each of these will deal 3 damage. And then we will strike for 6 damage. Hey, Fly Pfeiffer, welcome on in. Okay. So you get struck by lightning twice. I blocked all your damage. Okay. They're not going to attack me. They're probably going to buff up their strength. So they're going to buff themselves. So there's no reason for me to defend. I am simply going to strike. And strike. And then at the end of my turn, each of these will deal 3 damage. Let's see here. Yeah. Okay, so now they have boosted their strength. So they're going to attack for 11 damage. That's going to suck, because I don't really have a way to block all of that damage. But I can block 10 of it. And then dual cast. So dual cast is interesting. This one consumes your rightmost orb and use its evoke effect twice. So the evoke effect is deal 8 damage to a random enemy. So basically it will consume, it'll consume this one and deal 8 damage twice. So I'm going to deal 16 points of damage. So I'll do that. That loses me an orb. But it does do 16 points of damage, so I'll take it. I'm going to take 1 point of damage after this combat, which sucks, but what can you do? Okay, you're going to come at me for 11 again. So now I think I've got it. I can do 6 points of damage here. Now all I really have to do is end my turn, because ending my turn will do 3 points of damage, but I'm also mean. So I'm going to channel more lightning and defend. There you go. All right, gold. Add a card. Okay, so frost. Channel 1 frost for each enemy. Ooh. So frost orbs gain block. So at the end of the turn, you gain block. Add a random power into your hand. Oh, I do like powers. My powers. I like powers. Yeah, let's do white noise. Because I also like random stuff. Okay. I also like that each different character... Oh, I forgot. You can draw on the map. So when you're doing multiplayer, like you can be like, hey, let's all pick this one. Or, you know, draw the cool S, which I don't know how to do. You can also just erase your stuff. So this is probably the best way to communicate if you're not actively talking to people while you're playing the game. And then just erase everything. That's clever. Okay. Let's go to the random event. Room full of cheese. This room is full of cheese. You look around to see if there are any traps above, and above you is more cheese. The candles in this room appear to be made of cheese. The furniture is also cheese. Suddenly the door behind you slams shut. It is made of cheese. So we can choose to gorge, which means that we can add 2 new cards to our deck, or we can search and obtain the chosen cheese. The chosen cheese is an artifact. At the end of combat, our max HP increases by 1. Hey base, welcome on in. I think I want to obtain the chosen cheese. Which sucks. We're going to lose HP now. But it will increase our max HP every combat. You scrounge about for hours and hours. Time slips by as your mind travels to strange places from the sheer presence of all this cheese, and you fade into a stupor. You snap awake and realize you're holding something. The chosen cheese. Alright, we'll go to the next random event. Morphic Grove. You enter a grove of crystalline trees, and they begin to quiver excitedly. A chorus of hellos and welcomes bombard you as a group of morphics bursts forth from trees. One of the morphics is fidgeting in the corner, clearly not as sociable as the others. Do you approach the group or the loner? So, if we go to the group, we will transform 2 cards, and they just become a random card of any rarity. Or we talk to the loner, and I'll gain them at 5 max HP. You reach out a hand to the lone morphic, sympathizing with its nature. It gives you a tiny crystal fruit, and you consume it, as is custom. The fruit clarifies your mind and purpose. You give thanks, then make your way onwards. So we got more points, and we have the chosen cheese. The chosen cheese. Alright, let's fight. Okay, we have a Nibbit. Nibbit. The Nibbit's going to hit us for 12. I don't have a way to block all this damage, but I will block some of it. Let's use White Noise, add a random power into my hand. Subroutine, whenever you... Oh, dang it. Whenever you gain a power... Okay, it's not super helpful, because I don't think I have... That was the only power that I had. It's fine. I'll use it because it's free. I also love the name of it, Subroutine, because the Defect has cards that imply kind of coding and stuff like that. I don't want to evoke my rightmost orb because I won't have any. But I will strike. Okay, you're going to hit me for 6, and then you're probably going to block. So let's channel one more lightning orb. Let's defend twice to block all this damage. You're going to buff yourself, so I'm going to strike you to take out your block. Strike you again to take you down to 24. These are going to hit you for 3, so that's going to leave you with 18. And I don't need to do anything because you're probably going to buff your strength. Yep. Okay, you're going to hit me for 14. Which sucks. Because all I can do is I can only block 10 of it. But I can channel lightning. So I can add another lightning orb. Which means you're going to get hit for 9 points of damage at the end of this turn. I'm still going to take 4 points of damage, which sucks for me. But now I can take you out with 1 attack, which is to evoke my rightmost orb twice. When you evoke an orb, it does a different kind of damage, so it deals 8 damage to a random enemy, but random in this case is just the enemy in front of me, and it does it twice. So it's going to hit you for 8 points of damage twice. And you're dead. Okay. We finished a combat, so we gained 1 additional HP, max HP. Okay, and add a card to our deck. Ooh, focus is interesting. Focus increases the effectiveness of orbs, so that means that they do more stuff. But you gain for each unique orb you have. That's going to be interesting. Gain block, but add an unplayable card into your discard pile. So that can be fun, but then you have a bunch of unplayable cards which don't do anything. And then deal 5 damage twice, and then play a random attack card from your draw pile. That sounds like more fun. I am going to rest because I've taken a lot of damage. Okay, that gets me close to what I need. Full, so that's nice. Another random event. Self-help book. On the floor lies a tome. Top 3 ways to conquer the spire. It looks like it's literally conquering the spire for dummies. The book is encrusted with blood, so you find this manuscript highly suspicious. Will you read it? Okay, so we don't have any powers that can be enchanted. That's fine. Oh, we don't have power cards. So this basically says you can enchant an attack, a skill, or a power. We don't have any powers in our deck yet, so we only have attacks and skills. Oh, hold on. Can we view our upgrades or... Oh, no. So I can enchant a card with Sharp 2, which increases the damage by 2. I can choose a skill to enchant with Nimble 2, which means that when I play it, I also get block. I might want to increase one of my blocks, actually. So let's do that. Yep, gain 7 block. Sweet. You flip to a random page. Defense 101. Don't get hit. You read the rest of the passage and it's surprisingly illuminating. You incorporate these ideas into your battle tactics. I just love the book is all shiny there, but it's covered in blood. Like, all right. All the tabs, the little post-it tabs, very cute. Okay, let's fight. Oh, not the slimes. They just add slimes to my deck. Oh. Okay, we might start with Uproar. Play 5 damage twice. Play a random attack from your draw pile. Do I have an attack in here? I do. So essentially, this will let me attack... Sorry. This will let me deal 10 plus 6. So... I will take out you. I will defend against the 4 damage incoming. And then at the end of my turn, someone's going to get hit for 3. It was not your day, and you slimed me, because of course you did. Okay, you're both going to attack me. So I'm going to go add a random power to my hand. Oh, it's this one again. Dang it. I think I need to unlock more powers. Okay, I'm going to get hit for 15. So I'm going to defend. Well, wait, hold on. If I evoke my Rightmost Orb twice, that is 16 points of damage, which would leave you with 9. So I can't take you out in one move. I can take you out in one move, but I would still be taking a lot of damage. This will gain me 12 block. $12 block with 15 incoming. So that's okay. So yeah, I should do this. Because that will let 3 points through versus the other would have gotten me a full 11. Yeah, okay. Okay. All right. Yeah, the math you have to do, and you just have to sort of do it logically. Hey, JD lady, welcome on in. You have to sort of do the math logically. In terms of what damage is coming into you and what damage can you put out. The problem with the orbs is they're random, so I can't guarantee that the 3 points of damage is going to hit the twig slime. What I could do is I could channel 1 lightning. So let me do this. Let me defend. And let me just zap you. Let me strike you. Okay, so I'll block all but 1 point of damage, and I'll hit you for 3 points of damage. Okay. You've slimed me, which... These cards are interesting because they could be good for me, but right now they're just taking up room. They don't do anything. They let me draw a card, but they're just there. Okay, so once again, dual cast will do 16 points of damage. And then so that would do 22 points of damage. So it wouldn't be completely done, but we'll do this. And then we'll just end our turn. You're going to put another Slimed in my deck. Yeah. But I just need to hit you. Now this is the problem, is I've evoked all of my orbs, so I don't have anything. So I've got to strike. Well, I could do the fun thing. I could do but I'll just hit it. Alright, more gold. Give me a card, please. Gain 2 focus this turn. Hot fix. Nice. Deal 6 damage to all enemies. Draw a card. I'm going to try the hot fix, because I haven't done it before. Oh, this is an elite boss. I should have probably taken the... I should have paid more attention to the map, which you can check from any time. So that was not smart. I probably should have taken the one that lets me do more damage. Because this is an elite. Oh god, no. Oh, you... Oh, this one sucks. Yeah, this one sucks. There's no point but to just attack. A frog parasite. Yeah, that's nasty. Yeah, this one just... This is just gross. And they put infections into your deck. So the reason this is an elite enemy, and I'll spoilers, is that when they die, they summon something else. So when they die, they summon little parasites. So yeah, this is going to be a long combat. Also, you're going to hit me for 16 points of damage. So I can't do much but block. And then every other turn, you're going to add 3 more status cards in, so that sucks. Okay, let's use... Okay, so focus increases the effectiveness of orbs. I could do 5 damage twice, and then I don't have... this is what sucks. I don't have a random... Alright. Still, it's 10 points of damage. And then we'll do 6 points of damage. Yeah, these suck, because if they're... So this card... Can I inspect it more? This card is unplayable. If it's in my hand at the end of my turn, I take 3 damage. I don't currently have any way of like, banishing cards or discarding them, so it does suck. And my hand is full of these useless cards. So all I can do is block a little bit of damage. All I can do is like do a little dance, make a little love, and get down tonight. But I'm going to take 9 points of damage now. Plus the damage from those infections. Okay, I'm going to channel lightning. I'm not going to do a whole like storm speech about it. I'm just going to channel the lightning. I will hit you with uproar. which is going to be overkill. Oh, okay, it doesn't matter. Oh, good, we got an extra bonus attack. So we defeated the first phase of the boss. And then it summoned these little regulars. They are stunned on their first turn, so they can't act, which means I get to do a little more damage to them. But I still have the infection cards in my deck, so I'm still kind of screwed. Okay, you're going to do 6 points of damage and 6 points of damage. You're probably going to put more infection cards into my deck. So I got to defend. Defend. I will do this again, but I think... Ooh, Feral. The first time you play a 0-cost attack each turn, return it to your hand. That's not bad. It doesn't really help because I don't think I have any 0-cost attacks, but okay. I'm going to take 3 points of damage from that. And so that's 15 points of damage coming my way. So I'm going to take 5 points at the end of this, which sucks. Okay, we'll do hot fix again. Defend. Strike. Can I take anybody out, though? I can't take anyone out. So I'll attack you. And then dual cast. Evoke my rightmost orb twice. This would deal 20 damage to a random enemy. That would take out any one of them. So... Okay, I was hoping it would do towards the same one, but that's fine. Alright, so I'm going to take 3 damage from this. And 16 income... So... 19 incoming damage. This is not going to be good for me. This is not good. Oh my gosh. Hey Jory, welcome on in. Yeah, this is all like I can't do anything. So I'm going to take 12 points of damage from these cards in my deck, and then that's a 20. So 28 points of damage incoming. And I can only block 5 of it. So yeah, this is going to suck. Okay, let's go again with the hotfix. Let's zap. Let's defend. And defend. It's possible that somebody will get taken out here, but it's unlikely. I'm going to take 3 points of damage from the infection. Yeah, this is not going well. Okay, we're going to take you out. And that will take 3, okay. And then dual cast. Oh my gosh. So that was an elite bottle. That was an elite battle. So at it we do get a an artifact. A regal pillow. Whenever you rest, heal an additional 15. That's gonna come in handy. Swift potion, draw 3 cards. More gold. And add a card to our deck. Trash to treasure. Whenever you create a status card, channel 1 random orb. Status card. Do I have cards that create status cards? I don't yet. Hologram. Place 3 block, put a card from your discard pile into your hand and exhaust. So this is a quick duplicate. Whenever you play a power, channel 1 lightning, and it's just called Storm. And if you saw there was an Instagram video, probably on TikTok as well, of somebody asking somebody like, you know, who's your favorite black superhero? And they were going through a few different matchups, and then they got to Storm. And it was like, okay, what about Storm and Black Panther? Storm and Misty Knight, Storm. And it was just like Storm. Because, so, you know, like you should have left Storm later on in the game because there may have been more decision making at that point. And it was funny because at the end he says, so, you know, follow us for more African American and black superheroes. And someone's like, Storm's not African American. And I'm like, actually, she is. She was born in the States. She was raised elsewhere, but she was born in the States. Okay. What is that? Hold on. Is that you're so shiny. I'm going to take you. I don't really know what you do. I'm going to take you. You're shiny. Okay. I need a rest site because I am hurting, so I'm going to get my treasure. I feel like it was in the comics a while back. Because of course, yeah, she was like, because her mother is Kenyan, her father is American. She was raised in Cairo. Then she found her way to Kenya. It was so weird. What is this? At the start of combat, apply 1 week to all enemies. Nice. Because I know for the Giant X-Men #1, they wanted them all to be non-American. Like they wanted Xavier to go around the world to find these new people. Okay, let's go to this campsite because I need to rest. Okay, that's a bit better. 50 out of 83. I'll take that. Because yikes. Okay. What do we have ahead of us? Either 4 fights and camp, or I'm going to go this way for the camp, the random, the merchant, and then another camp before the big boss. Oh, it's 2 of these bad boys. 2 nibbits. Okie dokie. Well, let's defend against the incoming damage. Hey, Costaburos, welcome on in. And then I'm just going to start hitting. They are cute. Can we keep one? I don't think you want to keep these. I feel like that quivering on their back implies that they are not. That's not good. Okay. We're going to do the thing again where we deal 5 damage twice and then play a random attack. So it's going to basically deal 16 points of damage. And then we'll defend against the incoming damage, which it's going to be a lot. We're just going to have to take it. Okay. So we'll gain 2 focus. That's free. We'll channel another lightning. And then we will just block, block. Because we're going to have 22 points of damage incoming. So I can only block 10 of them. We're going to be putting out 10 points of random damage. It's not going to take anyone out. Okay, smack, smack. Ow. Okay, we'll do hotfix again. The interesting thing about early on in your runs is you have a limited number of cards. So you can sort of base your strategy around the fact that I know this card's coming back, so I'll be able to use it again. But the more cards you add, that's when you're adding in that random element of chance. Like, I may not get the cards that I need. So you have to believe in the heart of the cards, if you're familiar. Okay, we're going to gain 7 blocks so we can mitigate every bit of this damage but 1 point. And then I can do 12 points of damage, or I can, so let's see here. I can do 12 points of damage with the 2 cards, and then 10 points of damage afterwards. Or I can do 6 points of damage with the one card and 20 points of like random damage. So what'd I say? 12, 20, and 6. And 20. Ugh, but I don't want to lose one of my orbs. So okay, so we'll do this. If we get lucky, the random will hit this one, but we might not get lucky. We didn't. Okay. Unfortunately, we just have to defend, because you're going to hit me for 16 points of damage, and I can only block 15 of that. So yeah, we're just going to have to do that. So this is the problem with these, is that they keep buffing themselves every other turn. So they will continue to they'll continue to do more damage. Thankfully, I have this, so I can deal 5 damage twice, and then play a random attack from my draw pile. I realize the random attack means that it will also attack someone at random. So let's take you out, and then hit you for 6. Oh! Math. You have 12 life remaining. I can hit you for 6, and then these will hit you for 6 more. Whew. Okay. Gunk up. Deal 4 damage 3 times. So this card can do 12 points of damage, but it adds a slimed into my discard pile. So now I'm sliming myself. It feels so funky. But that works. We'll take that chance. What I'm needing in my deck is I'm needing more 0 cost cards, and I'm not getting them. That's what I need to start finding. So maybe we'll find like a merchant. But we're going to hit the campfire. Rest up again. Then a random, unknown, who knows? I love going for... Oh, it's a shop. I love a shop. Okay, so I have enough to buy... What is this? The first time you play a power in combat, gain 6 block. Okay. What's on sale? Deal 9 damage and gain 1 focus this turn. Yeah, when they have the gold ring around them, that's their rarity. So that's it's like basically Ice Lance. You deal 19 damage and you channel 3 frost, which is going to mean I get more blocks. So essentially I'll deal 19 damage and also get a lot of block at the end of my turn. That's a nice thing. These two could work well together if I can afford them both. At the end of your turn, if you have Frost, deal 6 damage to all enemies. That could be nice. Dark. Dark is a new type of orb. It deals damage to the enemy with the least HP. I think I will take the Ice Lance. And I will take the Hailstorm power. And that's all I can afford. I was hoping that... Okay, so... I can essentially skip. I could do another fight, because the merchants use... Like, I don't have enough to spend at the merchant, so I may as well do another fight. At the very least, in a fight, you will get some cards at the end of it. Okay, so we have a Snapping Jack's Fruit and a Flyconid, because it's a Myconid, but it's flying, so it's a Flyconid. Let's use our new one. Channel 19 damage, deal 19 damage and channel 3 frost. So what this is going to do is it's going to put 3 frost orbs here. It's also going to evoke this. So some random enemy is going to get 8 points of damage, and I'm going to deal 19 damage to you. Okay. At the end of the turn, I'm going to gain 6 block, so I'll be able to block. Okay, so I'm going to take 2 points of damage no matter what. I need to cast that next, but that's okay. Okay, Frail sucks because that means I get less block from my cards. But I can do a hot fix. So I'll get a little bit more block from my cards. I'm going to see. Yeah, I'm going to defend, and strike. Okay, so now because I have the 3 frost orbs, you cannot touch me. I am untouchable. Up yours, buddy. Okay, deal 4 damage 3 times. So this is the 12-point damage one. But it adds a slime into my discard pile. I think I will take that chance. So let's hit you for 12. And then we'll deal 5 damage twice. So we'll hit you for 10 to take you out. And then a random attack. What was that random attack? Ice Lance. Oh, dang. Okay. Alright. You're going to put a debuff on me, so you are rude. Vulnerable. I like how the debuff is like spraying spores on me. That's very clever. Okay, so you're going to hit me for 16. And that's because I'm vulnerable, so I actually get 50% more damage. So I'm going to throw defend out here. And then I'm just going to hit you. And hit you again. And at the end of my turn, I will get 6 more block. So I'm going to take 5 points of damage. Boo earns. Let's add my focus. Hit you for 5 damage twice and a random attack. Boom, you're dead. Okay. So that wasn't the worst. I did take more damage than I wanted to, but I do get a rest site after this, so it'll be fine. Okay, so here's the subroutine. Now here's the actual subroutine. Channel 1. We'll do the subroutine. Okay, so I get a camp. We'll rest here. So we're going into the final fight fully rested. The ceremonial beast, which is gorgeous. Like if there's something I want to adopt from this game, it's a ceremonial beast, but it's also going to kick my ass. I mean, look at that. Glorious. But I am also in so much trouble. Hey, Kay. I don't say happy time change. I'm not happy about it. Who's happy about that? Rude. But hey, welcome on in. Okay. So right now they're not going to do... I already know what their buff is going to be. It's not going to be fun. I'm just going to say that. So I'm going to do as much damage as I can right now. Because there's no point for me to do anything but hit it. It's not attacking me. So yeah. So it has used Plow. It's going to do 18 points of damage and continue to buff its strength. Plow also means that if I can get it to 150 or below, then it becomes stunned. So if I can do 70 more points of damage, you know, no problem, just 70 points of damage, no big. But if I can do that, actually, let's see here. Ooh, let me apply weak to them as well. Okay, so they're going to do a little bit less damage. And I will use my Swift Potion to draw 3 cards. See if I can get something cute. Okay. Okay. Hotfix. Zap. Uproar. Okay, so the random attack from my draw pile... The random attack from my draw pile was Ice Lance. So the random attack was 19 points of damage and I channeled 3 Frost. So I did a lot of damage and I have a lot of block coming at the end of this turn. I have 12 block coming. They're going to do 13 points of damage. I won't be able to block at all, but I'll be able to block a lot. Oh, just run through me. Just go. Okay. Now we're going to use this power. First we're going to do... Oh god, okay. This is going to be a weird turn. Subroutine. Whenever you play a power, gain 1 energy, so we'll do that. Then we'll play White Noise. Add a random power into your hand and it's free. Spinner. At the start of your turn, channel 1 glass. Glass deals damage to all enemies. Nice. And then we'll also cast Hailstorm. At the end of your turn, if you have Frost, deal 6 damage to all enemies. Okay. And I have not even yet begun to fight. So let's gain 5 block. Let's hit you for 6. I'm still working towards the magic number of 150. If I need 26 more points of damage. Okay. At the end of my turn, I'm going to deal 6 damage to you. And the start of my next turn, I'll channel 1 glass. Okay. Okay. Ow. Okay, so glass deals damage to all enemies, but it goes down by 1 because it's fragile. But I'm gonna channel a new one at the start of every turn. So yay. Okay. Hotfix. Uproar to deal 5 damage twice, and then a random attack from my draw pile. I have okay, so I'm gonna do at least 6 damage, possibly 19. So between 6 to 19 damage. That should take you down to your 150. Yes. Okay. You're now stunned. I don't know what you're gonna do next, but you're stunned. So yay for me. I'm going to play Trash to Treasure because I'm not sure what this does. I don't know what a status card is. Because I don't think I have any status cards yet. Oh, right. Whenever I play a power, I also get 1 energy. So, okay. So let's hit you. Smack. Okay. And yeah, I know. The Ceremonial Beast is majestic. Well, I was going to say it's majestic. But it's also trying to kill me. Okay, it is now going to apply a debuff to me. Are they stunned? Or stag? Bird. Rude. I think I'm going to use Ice Lance again. So what is going to happen at the end of this, after this move is interesting. It is going to hit you for 19 points of damage. It is going to channel 3 Frost Orbs. So I will hit you for 19 points of damage. Then plus 3, so 22, plus 4, 26. I will gain 5 block. Oh, sorry, no, evoked. So 6 and 8. 14. 33 points of damage. And I'll have Frost, which means at the end of my turn, I will deal 6 points of damage again. And then at the start of the next turn, I'll get another Glass Orb. And just saying things like that is why deck builders, like why you're like, wait, you're what? And you're what? And you're what now? That's why deck builders are so weird. Because it's like, what? So they just cast a Ringing on me. I can only play one card this turn. I'm gonna defend. So yeah, now I can't play anything else. Thank you, Butamus. Oh my god, wait. Oh! Thank you. And it's whenever you create a status card. So when I use the card that generates the Slimed. Got it. Got it. Hey, Maridu, welcome on in. Okay. Thank you. I was not paying attention to that little bar in the middle. I was not paying attention to that. Because I was like, I don't actually have any in my deck, but I forgot. I have one card that creates status cards. That probably doesn't count if the enemies do it, but whatever. Okay. Okay, so at the end of the turn, they're going to take 4 damage. I'm going to gain 4 block. So I'm not going to be able to block all of this damage, but I will be able to block all but 1. And it might just be time... Oh, first. Sorry. Hotfix first. Ice Lance second. Because that evoked all of my orbs. Orbs. Pondering them, as we do. I'm going to get 12 points of... So I will basically have 24 points of block at the end of this turn. You're going to hit me for 17. So I will take nothing. Okie dokie. You are down to 34 points. You are going to do another buff, another debuff on me next round. This is not going to help, per se. I also like the ethereal deer skulls and horns. That it's just nice. It's just really nice. Is that old Tolkien art? Is that what that art is from? Is that the orb? Is that the wizard in the original art? Because I never kept up with the various like official art and stuff from the old books. That's funny. Because Christopher Lee could ponder me anytime. I'm not gonna lie. Not gonna lie, he could. Okay, sorry. We should probably attack. Yeah, we should just attack. This doesn't really help me. So I'm going to hold off. But I think I mean, I feel like I'm in a good position here. Okay, what's the debuff? Is it ringing? Okay, so now this turn I can only play one card. So I can cheat and actually play an additional card. Because yeah, oh wait, no, I can just play this one. 4 damage 3 times. It actually, oh, this can be fun because I get to see what the thing does. Oh. Okay. All right. 100 gold. Colorless potion. And we're adding, this is a rare card or legendary card, rare. At the start of your turn, draw an additional card. The next power you play is played an additional time. Or just gain 4 energy and exhaust. Ooh, let me look at my deck again. Let me sort this for powers. Okay, so I've got 3 powers already. The next one I play is played an additional time. Do I have any, like, hold on, let me look up this one more time. I like that you can sort, but you can't filter. So that could be played twice. That, I mean, that would also work too. Okay, yeah, let's grab... An additional card doesn't really help because I don't have a lot of 0 cost cards. So having more cards isn't necessarily going to help. And if I fight those things that put like infections in my deck, that's going to be to my detriment. So let's use the signal boost. Hey, thanks for joining me and thanks for watching. If you want to see more of what's coming up, feel free to subscribe to the channel. And if you want to check out more videos, there will be gaming videos coming, well, honestly, as soon as I stream them and get them online. So it's been great. Thanks for spending time with me. Hope to see you again soon. And yeah, take care.